All right, so we are going to take this toward Galavasana, or the flying pigeon pose today. So there's going to be a lot of external rotation of the hips, a lot of the hip opening that you get when you come into your half pigeon pose. So really get into the outer hip, into the glutes a bit, and just be aware of that as we come in toward this peak pose here. Now, this is the demonstration I have here before we begin. We're going to work with this figure 4 shape, and there'll be 3 stages. First, just the standing balance on one foot, then working with the cross legs into the hip stretch, and then if you want to take it there, into the arm balance, which gets you up into Galavasana. Now, coming into this, at the end of each sequence, you're going to be at the front of the mat, and we are going to start with that standing balance. You're going to be on one foot, lift one leg, and then bring the ankle, the lifted leg, past the thigh or the base leg that you're standing on. Now, once you've lifted your leg, keep the toes of the lifted foot curled. Keep that foot tense. Press that leg into your standing thigh and start to sink your hips down. You should feel the stretch already moving into the outer hip, and be sure you're actually balanced here. Now, to come down deeper into this, your arms can be bound. You can release your bond at any time and bring your hands wherever you like, where you can keep things under control. But then come down as far as you can over your lifted leg and really work into the balance, work into the stretch. Keep the top leg pressing into the base leg. Now, if you want to take this further, from here, after we've held this for a few breaths with the balance, you'll bring your fingertips down to the floor. Now, if you just want to work on the hip stretch, then just stay here for a few more breaths and you can move through the Vinyasa from there. But if you want to take this into an arm balance, you have to be able to bring your palms down to the floor. Now, if that's not going to work with your legs crossed, just set your palms down flat. Go ahead, release the cross your legs, and then bring this to the crow. Knees to the arms, lean forward, lift your feet together, and just work that as best you can. If you are going to take this into your Galavasana shape, you have to be able to hold this cross the legs and bring the palms all the way down. Now, if you can get into that, then set the palms down. Everything's basically just crow with crossed legs from here. Dig your fingertips into the floor. Keep your hips up high, lean forward, look forward, and then see about lifting your base foot. If you're not sure about that, you can always just go back and forth through lifting. Now, if you can keep that foot up off the floor, maybe take it further, pull the heel up toward your seat. Further still, extend that lifted leg up and back and take this to where you can. And this is where people call it flying pigeon, because you're basically doing the half pigeon stretch but on 2 hands. And then you can fly it back if you like, or just set everything back down. And then after we've held that for a few breaths, you'll move through the Vinyasa. So just go through the transition, work things as best you can. There'll be a lot of prep before we get to that point, so just keep all that in mind. So to get this started, bring yourself up to the front of the mat. And let's take this into a wide-legged squat, into a horse stance, basically. So feet well wider than your hips. Bring the heels towards center and the toes point out to the sides. And then sink down. So bring your thighs down toward parallel with the floor. Bend the knees, bring the hips toward the level of the knees. And elbows pushing into your thighs to keep your hips open from here. Now maybe just make your hands into fists and keep the arms and legs pressing into each other. Maybe you can touch the fingertips together, whatever suits you best. But round your spine, press the shoulder blades apart. Keep that tension between the arms and legs. Relax your neck, just let your head hang down. And then just close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as the inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this here to start. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. When you exhale, just open your eyes. And with your next inhale, just roll this up to standing. Bring your head up last. Open up your palms to your sides. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, hands through center again. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center. Inhale, reach up high. With the exhale this time, lean over to the right. Right arm reaching down. Stretch your left arm, right gaze up high. Inhale, back to center, reach up. And then with the exhale, lean this left arm down. Stretch your right arm left and look up. Inhale, up to center. Now with the exhale, lean right arm down. Left arm right. Pull the left shoulder back, open your chest toward the ceiling. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, lean left again. Left arm down, stretch your right arm left, pull your right shoulder back. Inhale to center, arms up high. With the exhale, lean it right one more time. Right arm down. Pull the left shoulder back as you reach and maybe lift your left heel up off the floor and stretch this longer. With the next inhale, both arms high. Exhale, lean left one more time. Left arm down, right arm left, right shoulder back, look up. And as you reach with the right arm, maybe pull your right heel up off the floor. Inhale to center, reach up high. Now with the exhale, hands to heart center, bend the knees, sink your hips down low, back to horse. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, sink down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, sink down low. Inhale all the way up again. And then exhale, sink down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, sink down low and stay low this time. Bring your fingertips to the floor. And once your hands are down, stay folded but stay loose. Walk your feet in towards center, about hips width. And then one by one, keep your knees bent, but go ahead and put your hands underneath your feet, palms up. Bring the toes in toward the wrist creases. And just feel this out from here. Now spread your fingers wide, keep the hands tense and your fingertips pressing down. Go ahead and dig the toes into the bones of your wrists. And maybe go light. If you want to take it further, you can lift one heel and then maybe the other. You can lift both if you like, just don't fall forward. And if you want to take this deeper into the forward fold, you can draw the elbows out wide, pull your torso further down. Just take things to where you like here. And then from wherever you are, just go ahead and release this. Bring your hands out from underneath your feet. And I'm just going to turn for the camera. But I want you to see your feet are set up, at least hips width, heels in, toes out. Keep your heels down, but then bend the knees, bring your hips down low, and come to the deepest squat that you can. Now, if your hips are tight, just keep the hips at the level of the knees, and this is good enough. If you're able to come down further, just sink to your depth. Again, heels down. Now, maybe the feet go wider or narrower. You can always play with the angle from here. See what suits you best. Reach your arms forward. Now, from here, we're going to try to keep the hips low like this and just reach with one arm at a time. I want you to bring your right hand to the floor behind you, left arm still reaching forward. And then reach forward with both arms. And then bring the left hand down to the floor behind you. And both arms forward again. Keep your hips low. Right hand comes down behind. And then reach this forward. Bring the left hand down behind. Both arms forward again. We'll take it back and forth. Right hand down behind again. Both arms forward. Bring the left hand down behind. Reach this forward again. Right hand down behind. Both arms forward. Left hand down behind. Reach forward again. Take one more round. Right hand down behind. And then reach this forward. Bring your left hand down behind. And then both arms forward one more time. Now from here, bring both hands to the floor behind you. And go ahead and set yourself down. Sit this down. And once you're seated, just go ahead and fold your knees side to side. Just loosen up your hips here. And then go ahead and bring this into center. Set your feet flat, about hips width distance apart, and then reach forward, round your spine as much as you can. And with your spine rounded, slowly roll this all the way back and come down to the floor. Now once you're down, bring your arms down to your sides. Let's go ahead and set this up. We'll take a couple of variations of bridge. So keep your feet hips width, but walk your feet in close. And bring the heels in close enough that you're starting with your low back basically flat. Keep your gaze up high, keep the arms down, and just go back and forth with an inhale. Press into your heels, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll your spine down. Inhale, press your hips up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press this up high. And then exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift your hips one more time, hold here. Keep your glutes engaged, keep your hips pressing up. And with your hips still lifted, just move your arms. With an inhale, reach past your head. And then with the exhale, bring the arms down to your sides and keep your glutes squeezing. Inhale, arms reach out long. And with the exhale, bring them back down. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this long. And with the exhale, bring the arms down. Now with an inhale, reach this out long. With the exhale, bring the arms down one more time, and once they're down, bend the elbows. Bring the forearms up to vertical, make your hands into fists. Keep the fists clenched and your elbows pressing down, and then just roll your spine back down to the floor. Now keep the arms here, and we'll take this into a figure four. So step the left foot toward the center of the mat, and then bring the right ankle past your left thigh, cross the legs. Then keep the toes of the right foot curled, keep the knee pushed out to the side, and keep your elbows pressing down. And let's go up and down from here. With an inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high and hold here. Now keep the glutes squeezing. Keep the right knee pressing down to the floor. And just keep breathing as you hold this. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release this. Come all the way down. And then let's switch it out. Step the right foot towards center. Cross the left leg over the right. Left ankle past your right thigh. Keep the toes of your left foot curled. Now with an inhale, press your hips up high. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Stay lifted here. Keep your glutes squeezing. Keep your left knee pushing down toward the floor. And keep breathing. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, release and come all the way down. Now once you're down, bring your knees to your chest. Bring your hands to your knees. Squeeze everything in. And as you're squeezing, curl up into this. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Bring your nose close to your knees. And then go to use this shape. Cross at the ankles. Roll up to a seat. And then once you're up, we're going to set this up for a reclining position from here. Now I want you to extend your left leg straight forward. Keep the right knee bent. And then come down onto your left forearm and on the left hip. Right hand in front of your chest. Now with the left leg extended, keep the toes pointed out to the side. Right foot behind your left leg. And then press into the floor and lift your hips up as high as you can. Keep your hips lifted. Now you can keep the right hand down. Maybe bring that right hand to your hip if you can take this further. And with the hips high, just move your left leg. So bring the left heel up to touch your right knee. And then bring the foot back to the floor. Left heel to right knee again. And set the foot down. Left heel to right knee. Bring the foot back down again. Left heel to right knee. And set the foot down. Left heel to right knee. Bring the foot down one more time. Come all the way down. And then sit up and take this on the other side. So this time the right leg's extended and the left knee's bent. Come down onto the right forearm. Left hand in front of your chest. And keep the toes of the right foot pointed to the side. And the left foot's behind your right leg. Now push into the floor. Lift your hips up as high as you can. Maybe bring that left hand to your hip. And just focus on moving your right leg. Bring the right heel to your left knee. And set the foot down. Heel to knee. And bring the foot down. Heel to knee. Foot down to the mat. Bring the heel to your knee. And set the foot down. Heel to knee one more time. Bring the foot back down. Sink all the way down. Sit up and come over to your left side again. Left leg extended. Right knee bent down onto your left forearm. Right hand in front of your chest. Now this time step the right foot in front of your left leg. And this will definitely feel different. Now press into the floor. Lift your hips and keep your hips lifted. And now two choices here. You're going to have to lift the right hand. Bring it to your hip or the right leg. And then maybe just stay here, but as best you can, try to move your left leg. Pull the knee toward your chest. And then extend forward in front of your right leg. Pull the knee in, and then extend behind. Pull the knee in. Extend in front again. Pull the knee in, and extend behind. Pull the knee in. Extend in front. Pull the knee in. Extend behind. Pull the knee in. Extend in front again. Pull the knee in. Extend behind. Pull the knee in. Extend in front one more time. Pull the knee in. Extend behind. And then set yourself down. Come back up to a seat. And let's switch sides. Extend your right leg. Come down onto the right forearm. Left hand in front of your chest. And step the left foot in front of your right leg. Now lean into this. Press into the floor. Lift your hips high. Keep your hips lifted. And then lift your left hand onto your hip or on your left leg. Whatever suits you best. Now to take it further, pull the right knee toward your chest. And then extend in front of your left leg. Pull the knee in. And extend behind. Pull the knee in. Extend in front again. Pull the knee in. Extend behind. Pull the knee in. Extend in front. Pull the knee in. Extend behind. Pull the knee in. Extend in front again. Pull the knee in. Extend behind. Pull the knee in. Extend in front. Pull the knee in. Extend behind one more time and set yourself down. And then just sit up tall. Go ahead, shake your legs out for a moment. And then whenever you're ready, cross the ankles, roll forward, your hands come into all fours. Now once you're in all fours, just move around. Shut your hands and your fingers with the shoulders and hips move side to side a bit. Feel things out. And let's go ahead and take this into the wrist. Now the wrists are under your shoulders and the knees should be underneath your hips here to begin. Keep the palms facing down and then rotate your fingertips out to the side and then in toward your knees as far as you can go. And then set your hands flat, spread the fingers wide, dig your fingertips down. And keep gripping. Press your spine up toward the ceiling, try to hold on to that lift. And then just move your shoulders side to side, maybe circle around. Now, if you want to take this a little bit deeper, go ahead, slide your knees back, but only so far as you can still keep your palms on the floor. Keep the knees hips width distance here to start. And if you just want the wrist stretch, just stay with this and keep gripping. If you can move further, then just move your legs and keep the tension in your hands. Bring the right knee past your left leg, squeeze the legs together for a moment, and then come back to center. Bring the left knee past your right leg and squeeze. And then back to center here. Right knee past your left leg, squeeze again. Bring it back to center. Left knee past the right leg, squeeze. Come back to center. Take one more round. Left knee past your right leg, squeeze the legs together. Bring it back to center. Bring the left knee past your right leg and squeeze. And then come back to your all fours. Bring yourself up onto your fingertips. Walk the hands in, come down to sitting on your heels and shake your hands out. Loosen your fingers and loosen your wrists. And then once you're ready, come back to all fours. Now wrists into the shoulders, knees into the hips to set this up, and we'll warm things up a good bit further. So I want you to press in your palms, tuck your toes, hover your knees up off the floor, and then sink down to your heels. Now back and forth from here. I want you to come forward, right foot outside the right hand, and then lift your right hand, pull your left leg through. Pull back, and come back down to your heels. Left leg forward, lift your left hand, pull the right leg through. Pull back, and then sink down. Right foot forward, left leg through. Pull back and sink down. Left foot forward, right leg through. Pull back and sink down. Right foot forward, left leg through. Pull back and sink down. Left foot forward, right leg through. Pull back and sink down. Now this time a little bit different. Step your right foot forward, up and to the left as far as you can. A little bit of a twist. And then sink back down to your heels. Left foot forward, up and to the right. And then sink back down. Right foot up and to the left again. Back to your heels. Left foot up and to the right. And then sink down. Right foot up and to the left again. Come back to your heels. Left foot up to the right. Come back into center. Right foot up and to the left. Sink back down. Left foot up and to the right side. And then down onto your heels. Right foot up and to the left. Now hold here. And then set your left knee down, legs are crossed. And this is where we're going to take it back to the figure four. With your left hand, hold your right leg. Bring that ankle up past your left thigh. And keep the legs pressed together. Keep the toes of the right foot curled. You can stay here with the stretch if you want. If you're going to go further, both hands down, the legs are crossed. See about tucking the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, and round yourself over your crossed legs. Feel that stretch on the right hip. Now this is enough and you can stay here. If you want to take this further, we're moving toward baby Galavasana. Now for that, walk your hands in close. And then you got to get both forearms down. Now I recommend bringing your left forearm down first. Hook the right foot over your left arm. Right forearm comes down with the knee close to the shoulder. Now kick that right leg forward, your head will stay low. Lift your hips and lean forward. See about lifting your left foot. Maybe extend your left leg up and back. And then from wherever you are, go ahead, release. Come into all fours. And keep in mind, the baby Galavasana is a lot harder than doing this on your hands. Now, from all fours, tuck the toes of both feet. Hover your knees, sink back to your heels again. And now this time, step your left foot forward, up and to the right. Now bring the right knee down. With the right hand, hold your left leg, bring that shin up onto the right thigh, and curl the toes of your left foot. Keep the toes curled. Again, you can stay here with the cross. Otherwise, both hands down. Try to tuck the toes of your right foot, lift your right knee, and round down over your cross legs. You can just move around and breathe into the stretch. If you want baby Galavasana, walk your hands in close. And we're going to get the forearms down. I recommend bringing the right forearm down first. Get that foot around the right arm. Left forearm comes down with the knee close to the shoulder. Head low, hips high, lean forward. Maybe just lift the right foot. Maybe extend that leg up and back. Take this to where you can. And then when you're ready, bring everything back to the mat. Come into all fours. And from all fours, give yourself a moment here. Just move around and breathe. Now you can just breathe and take a break, maybe take another stretch before we move on. Whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and bring yourself into down dog. Now as you settle into your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat so you can feel weight toward the base of your thumbs. Let your chest sink low, but at the same time, reach your hips up as high as you can. Now, pressing your palms, let the shoulders crowd in around your ears. Keep the upper body nice and long, tightening around the waist. And use that tension of your core to lengthen your spine. As your hips reach high, if your legs are tight, let it go. You can always bend your knees. And you can always pedal this out and move your hips from side to side if you like and stay loose. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Feet about hips with distance apart, deep bend in the knees, let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here, let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen even further. When you're ready, just releasing the grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin and then restack your spine. Slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last and just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor, or to the shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Find your shape, wrist into the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine toward the ceiling and keep that lift. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides. Lower with control all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. And we'll take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. With the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time, stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in your upper body, press your feet down, squeeze your glutes. And then take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep looking forward. And then work to lift this up even higher. Now take an inhale. Exhale, roll it back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms to the floor. And we'll take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc through the front. Lift with your arms, lift with your shoulders, keep your neck long, keep your chest pushing forward. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips high to down dog. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, move into your scorpion dog, stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, stay forward like this. And then set the right foot down halfway down the mat. Bring the left foot forward next to the right. Now press in your palms, dig your fingertips down. Keep the shoulders over your wrists and keep looking down. We're setting this up. We're going to hop 3 times. Clap your feet. You can take it up high or low, but push in your hands and land lightly each time. So when you're ready, bring it up. And again, keep pressing down. And then after that third hop, step the left foot between your hands. That'll be your base. Right knee to your chest, curl this in. We're going to take it back and forth, opening to half moon. Your left hand stays down. Forward to your left foot, but further left. Lean to your left side. And then back and forth. Inhale the right arm high and right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the right arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, right arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale the right arm high, right leg back, and hold here. Stay open to the right and look right. Now you can keep your left knee bent if you need to. Straighten that leg if you can. Stay open. Reach your right arm long. And keep reaching through all 4 limbs. Just breathe here and keep the right side stacked above the left. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bring the right hand down. Right foot comes down. That'll be your base. And then pull the left knee to your chest. When you're ready, hold your left knee and round this all the way up to vertical. Now just take it slow. Dig the right big toe down. Slow your breathing down. And then once you're ready, right hand to your hip. With your left hand, pull your left knee up high and bring it in close. Stand tall. Now try to take this further. See about leaning back. Keep looking forward. Maybe bend the right knee. If you want to go further still, reach your right arm up and back. Now even further, you can reach your left arm inside your left leg, maybe find the big toe. If you have that grip, you can pull the knee up higher or extend the leg forward and up. Just keep your balance and hold here. Now still balancing, just bring your torso upright. Left knee still lifted, hands to your hips. And then step your left foot straight back and take this into a high lunge. And take a moment to set it up. Deep into the right knee, left leg straight. Left hip forward, right hip back. Keep your hips squared and keep your spine upright. And then go ahead and bind this. Right arm crosses your low back. Both hands together to your left side. Interlace the fingers. Pull the palms together. Keep your shoulders drawn back and keep your chest open. Now as you hold this, keep your spine vertical. And take this into the back leg. Dip your left knee low just above the floor. Take this slow. And then lift straight up. Again, sink straight down. Left knee just above the floor. Lift back up again. Sink to the left knee. Come down low. Lift back up one more time. And then sink your left knee down just above the floor. Hold here. Stay tall. Keep your left hip pushing forward. And then set the left knee all the way down and flatten the left foot behind you. Now everything's vertical from the left knee up. Take this into a half split setup. Lift the toes of the right foot. Slide that right heel forward, straighten the leg. Dig your right heel down. Rotate the big toe toward your midline. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Feel the stretch on the back of the right thigh from the beginning. Keep your hips squared. Now shoulders pulled back and forth to a halfway fold. Hinge from the hips. Lead with your chest. Keep looking forward, come down toward halfway. And then bring this all the way back up to vertical. Again, hinge from the hips. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep looking forward. And then bring yourself back upright. One more time, hinge forward. Now stay forward this time. Keep your gaze forward. Shoulders drawn back. Take it deep. Put your belly down to touch your right thigh. Bend the right knee as much as you need to make that happen if your legs are tight. Right hip still pulling back. Left hip still pulling forward. And just breathe into that stretch on the back of the right thigh. Now at the next inhale, slowly come back upright. Now once everything's vertical from left knee up, bend the right knee, set that foot flat. This is a kneeling lunge, both legs at 90 degrees. And then draw your shoulders back, bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Keep your left foot pressing down, keep your glutes squeezing. But then reach your left arm high and pull the right shoulder down toward the floor. Look down over your right shoulder and try to see your left heel. Now maybe lean this further back. Kick your left foot down, keep your glutes tense. Feel that length on the front of the left side and keep breathing into this. Take an inhale. Now at the exhale, turn to center. Bring both hands together to your left side. Shoulders pulled back. Put the weight to the right foot. Tuck the toes to your left. And then lift your left knee up off the floor back to your high lunge stance. Now square up the hips. Keep your shoulders pulled back. We'll go back and forth from here to balancing. When you're ready, bring the weight to the right foot. Go slow. Left heel to right knee. Hold your balance here. And step it back long. Come into the lunge. Forward again. Left heel to right knee. Hold it. Step it back and find the lunge. Bring it forward, left heel to right knee. Step back to the lunge one more time. Woo. And then come forward, left heel to right knee. Woo. Hold your balance here. Let's see if I can do it. And then we'll switch feet. Bring the left foot down. And come to standing with your right knee high. Now dig into your left big toe. Once you're stable, take your figure four. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Curl the toes of the right foot. Bend the left knee and sink down. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Start to hinge forward. You can always release the hands if you need to. Fold down as deep as you can over that lifted shin. And just breathe here. Now from here, go ahead, release your bind if you have it. Bring your fingertips down to the floor. And if you want to stay with the hip stretch, this is good enough. Now, if you're going to take the arm balance, both palms down. If you want to take crow, just release the right leg. But for Galavasana, palms down, right shin high up in the upper arms, kick it forward. Now keep your hips high, keep looking forward and down. See about lifting your left foot. If you can keep it lifted, maybe pull the heel toward your seat. Maybe extend that left leg up and back. Just take this to where you can. When you're ready, take it to your Vinyasa, and we'll meet in down dog. All right, we'll take all that on the other side. With the next inhale, raise your left leg high. Now bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, move into your scorpion dog, stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, stay forward and stay lifted here. And then set the left foot down halfway down the mat. Right foot comes forward to meet the left. Now press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, shoulders or wrists. Again, high or low. We're going to hop this 3 times. Each time clap your feet and land it light. So go ahead, bring it up. Now after that third hop, right foot between your hands, that'll be your base. Left knee to your chest, curl everything in. We're going to open this to half moon again. Right hand stays down. Forward to your right foot, but further right. Lean to the right side. And let's go back and forth. Inhale the left arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the left arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale left arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale the left arm high, left leg back. Stay open like this. Now look to the left. Keep the left side stacked above the right. Straighten the right leg if you can. You can always bend the knee if you need to. But keep reaching through all 4 limbs and stay open here. Take an inhale. Exhale. Go ahead, bring your left hand down. Left foot to the floor. That's your base. Pull the right knee to your chest. And when you're ready, hold on to the right knee and round this all the way up to vertical. Now, once you've got your balance, just dig that left big toe down, left hand to your hip. With your right hand, pull the knee up higher, bring it in closer, and stay tall. Now, if you can take it further, start to lean back. Maybe bend your left knee. Keep your left hip pushing forward. If you want to take it further, maybe reach your left arm up and back. Further still, right arm inside the right leg, you can find the big toe. And maybe use that grip to lift the knee up higher. Maybe extend that leg forward and up. Still balancing. Just bring yourself upright. Hands to your hips, right knee lifted. Step the right foot straight back, come into your high lunge again. Now deepen left knee, right leg towards straight. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. Keep your hips squared to the front. And then go ahead, bind it. Left arm crosses your low back, both hands together at the right side. Palms to touch, fingers interlaced, shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open. Keep your hips squared and keep your spine upright. Take this into the back leg. Dip your right knee down low just above the floor. And then lift straight up. Sink the right knee down for 2. And then lift back up. Right knee down for 3. Lift up again. And then right knee down for 4. Now just hover above the floor. Keep your spine upright. Keep the hip pulled forward. And then just set the right knee down and flatten the right foot behind you. Now everything's vertical from the right knee up. When you're ready, set this up for a half split. Lift the toes of your left foot. Slide that heel forward and straighten the leg. Dig your left heel down. Big toe toward the midline of the mat. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward still. And keep your shoulders pulled back. To find that stretch, hinge from the hips. Lead with your chest, come down toward halfway. And then bring yourself back upright. Again, hinge from the hips. Dig into that left heel and fold this down. And then lift back up again. One more time, hinge from the hips. Take it down toward halfway and hold here. Keep looking forward, keep your shoulders pulled back. Now, bring it down so your belly touches your left thigh, even if you got to bend the left knee deep to make that happen. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Keep digging into that left heel. All right, with an inhale, slowly bring yourself back upright. Now, once everything's vertical from the right knee up, bend your left knee, set that foot flat, you're back in your kneeling lunge. Kick the right foot down, keep your glutes engaged. Now draw your shoulders back, bring your gaze up toward the ceiling, lean this back. Take it further, reach your right arm high. Now further still, pull your left shoulder down, look over your left shoulder toward your right heel. Keep the right foot kicking down, keep your glutes engaged, and keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just look forward, both hands together to the right side. When you're ready, bring the weight to your left foot, tuck the toes to the right. Lift your right knee, come back up to your high lunge stance. And we'll take it back and forth from here to balancing, so take it slow. Put the weight to your left foot. Right heel to left knee, hold it here. And step it back long, come into your lunge. Again, weight to your left foot, right heel to left knee. Step it back long, high lunge. Bring it forward again, right heel to left knee. And then step it back long. One more time, bring it forward, right heel to left knee, just stay here. And then switch it out, set your right foot down. Come to standing with your left knee high. Now dig the right big toe into the floor. Once you balance, bring that left ankle past your right thigh, take your figure four, curl the toes of your left foot, bend the right knee and sink down. Keep your shoulders pulled back, start to hinge from the hips and take this down as low as you can over that lifted leg. You can always release the hands. All right, now from here, just release any grip you have. Bring your fingertips down to the floor. If you wanted to stay with the wrist stretch, this is good enough. Now, if you want the arm balance, you can either release the legs and take it to crow, or keep them crossed and bring the palms down. Now, for the Galavasana here, kick that left shin forward into your arms. Look forward. Start to lean. Hips stay high. See about hovering your right foot. Maybe pull the heel up. Maybe extend your right leg up and back, but take this to where you can. And then take it through another vinyasa when you're ready. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bend the knees, come down to all fours. I'm going to take this into Galavasana from here. So when you're ready, just bring the right knee forward to the center of the mat. Right foot over your left side. Cross your legs. Pull the left knee in tight. And bring your feet out wide. Now as your legs are squeezing, come down to seated between your heels. And just take a moment. Get both sit bones down. You can also do this with the left leg extended and the right leg crossed over. Just sit this up tall. Now for the arm bind, from below, right arm crosses your low back. With your left hand, reach back and grip what you can. The wrist, the elbow, anything in between. But pull the right arm back, draw the shoulder back, and keep your chest open. Again, sit this up tall. And this is good enough, but if you can take the full bind, bring that right hand up between the shoulder blades. Left arm comes from above. And then see about finding that grip somewhere between. Again, shoulders back, keep your spine upright. Keep your legs squeezing together and your feet pressing down, and just breathe here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, just release the arm bind that you're in. Set your hands down behind you, lean back, uncross your legs. And just cross at the ankles, come forward to your hands. And from all fours, let's take the other side. Bring your left knee forward to center. Left foot over to the right. Bring the knees together, feet out wide, squeeze the legs together. And again, bring yourself down to seated between your heels. Now again, if you need to back off, you can just extend the bottom leg with the right leg forward, left leg crossed over. And then for the arm bind, from below, left arm crosses your low back. This time with the right hand, reach for the wrist, the elbow, anything in between. And draw that left shoulder back, sit this up tall. Now if you can take the full bind, left hand up between the shoulder blades, right arm from above. And again, find that grip somewhere in between. Keep your shoulders back, chest open. Keep your feet pressing down, keep your legs squeezing, and just breathe into everything on this side. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your arm bind again. Both hands down behind. Lean back. Uncross your legs. And then bring yourself all the way down onto your back. Now when you're down, pull the knees in close, squeeze everything in tight. And then release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. We'll take one long round of back bending here. So I'm going to start the cue with bridge and lead into wheel. And just take things as far as you're ready. It's always fine to linger in bridge. So feet, knees, hips with distance. Bring your heels in close to your low back's basically flat to start. Arms at your sides. Keep your gaze up high. Now with an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and hold that tension. Keep your hips pushing up. To take your bridge further, hands underneath your hips, interlace your fingers, pull the palms together. Maybe work your shoulders further behind your back to open your chest even more, and keep your hands pushing down. You can go even deeper, walking the feet in a little bit closer, but re-engage. Squeeze your glutes, keep the hips pushing up, and keep your hands pushing down. Now, if you're going to move from bridge to wheel, keep the hips up high, just release your hands. Now, the hands come down around your head. When you're ready, press into your palms, and now you can lift to the top of your head first. And then whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. So hips toward the ceiling, chest open toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing. Now, if it's too much on the low back in either pose, you can always lift your heels. But tense up your glutes and see about bringing your heels back down. For wheel, reach into the floor. Try to bring the shoulders up around your ears and open up your chest as you're breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. Now, once you're down, draw your knees in close, just squeeze everything in. And then let's take a supine twist. Go ahead, release the left leg and extend it fully. Left hand to the right knee, right arm out to your side. Now go ahead, pull the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath. Keep both shoulders down and look to the right. Now find the stretch right outer hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press with your left hand. Further, you can extend the right leg out to the side. And if you want to go further still, you can bind the left leg. Now you're going to bend the left knee, reach with the right hand. If you do find that grip, kick into your hand. And however far you take your twist, keep your right shoulder pressing toward the floor. And just breathe with us here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this and bring everything back into center. Draw both knees in. And switch it out when you're ready. This time extend your right leg. Right hand to your left knee. Left arm to the side. Draw the left knee across your body. Tuck your right hip underneath. Again, keep both shoulders down. And look left this time. Now find the stretch out of left hip toward the low back on this side. If you need more, you can press down with the right hand. If you want to go further, go to extend the left leg to the side. If you want that second bind, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand. If you find the foot, kick into your hand, but keep your left shoulder pressing down whatever version of the twist you take here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release here. Come back into center. Draw both knees in. And then let's take happy baby. Go ahead, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Draw the knees toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working up and down. Flatten your spine. Sink your tailbone toward the floor. If you want to take it further, you can rock this side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms to the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here. Let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. And then let yourself move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And pull everything in, bring the elbows toward your chest. Draw the knees up as well. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. And then ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale, hold on to at the top. And then just let everything go. Now thank you for joining class. Namaste.